This is the night both sets of supporters have been waiting for. Not long now until kick-off on match day 1 in the Champions League. Who will get off to a positive start with all 3 points? It's Inter. They take on Real Madrid, and it's coming up next on EA TV. Hello everyone. Well, our venue today is a true football monument. I'm talking, of course, about the San Siro. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary with me, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And what we have for you tonight is live Champions League group stage match day 1 action. It's Inter facing Real Madrid.
Well, thanks, Derek. This should be a tight group, so it's vital these teams get off to a good start here. This should be a very competitive game tonight.
Inter's lineup is as follows. Samir Handanovic begins in goal. Milan Skriniar plays alongside Stefan de Vrij in central defence. And the tactical configuration has 2 players in attack from the very outset. And the starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. Toni Kroos plays with Casemiro in the centre of the pitch. And operating through the middle in attack today, Karim Benzema.
Oh, they're in here, Derek.
And a goalkeeper on top of his game.
Well, it's great goalkeeping. What a big save that is.
And played short. Useful cross towards the near post. Well, it smacks into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Well matched. Might be a chance here. Well, hey! There it is! And just the ideal start.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Well, back underway here, and that really should shake up Inter a bit, you would think. Vinicius Junior. Given away by Real Madrid. Barella. Well, not the pass he had in mind. Well, they get the ball once more. And do they mean business on this occasion? Terrific block. Good pressure. Can they make something of this? He must finish! A smart stop here. Now, how about the short corner? Delivering it into the box. Goalkeeper's ball. Not the best of crosses, really, was it? Marco Asensio. Cross! And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge here. So 2-0 now.
Well, Real Madrid have certainly dominated the ball, as you can see, and they've made good use of it. They really have played some good attacking football, and they look like scoring more.
Çalhanoğlu. Vidal. And it's in! This game very much back on as a contest.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
Well, they get the ball rolling again. Inter still trailing, but the belief is back. Really getting stuck in. Dumfries. Happy to take on the shot. Can they put it away? Karim Benzema. Useful looking ball. Benzema. Oh, how did he get there? Handanovic with the save. Corner kick played in. And cleared away. Casemiro. There's still danger here. Offside quite clearly. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? And he takes it on, and not quite accurate enough, Stuart.
Well, I think he should do better there, but at least they're now knocking at the door.
Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. Karim Benzema. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. He could pick out a teammate. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. And nearing the half-time interval, Real Madrid hold the edge here. Stuart, how about your assessment of what you've seen from them in the first 45?
Well, it's been a good first half so far, and they've been the better side, certainly going forward. They now just need to keep playing with intensity right up to the break.
So 1 minute of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. Carvajal. Quite possibly a yellow card as their flow was stopped. And a yellow card for that, Stuart.
And he's going to have to be careful now. That was a silly challenge.
Thumped clear. That is that for the first half here. And so the second half of this Champions League group stage matchday 1 contest commences. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. And the goalkeeper covered a lot of ground to push that away from danger. Good work to win it back high up the pitch. Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping.
Well, these fans have had to be patient. Could this be the equaliser?
And over it comes. Well, they couldn't take advantage of the chance. Dzeko. As clean as a whistle, that challenge. And a long way out here. Well, the keeper did his job. Didn't really have to work hard, in all honesty. Edin Dzeko has played at such a high level for so many years. Is he stamping his authority on the game the way you thought he would?
Yeah, he's done okay in that first half. He's had a lot of the ball, he's used it well, and he's been energetic. But unfortunately, that can't be said about the rest of the team, who need to improve if they're going to turn this around. Well, Inter have dominated the ball in the last 15 minutes and have been really positive with it. They're creating opportunities, and it's surely only a matter of time before they draw level here.
Well, he missed the target and then some. Wide it went. Well, both teams have had substitutes warming up, and now both will rely on their respective benches. Benzema. Really vital interception. Modric. High quality defending. A really intense pressure applied. He might profit from here, you know. Still alive. Able to clear the danger, at least for now. Oh, and he didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved the goal.
Çalhanoğlu. And it's a quality pass. It was intended for Dzeko. Well, when it left the boot, I thought it might have a chance of fooling the keeper, but it didn't. Wonderfully weighted pass, but he drifted into an offside position.
Well, he just thought about the pass for a fraction too long, and that's why it's offside.
Both managers deciding this is the time to change things around. Both teams going to the bench. Barella. Into the final 20 minutes. An effective challenge. This might be ideal for the counter. Oh, he's through here. And it's two for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop it.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
So they get the ball moving again. 3-1 the scoreline here. What's going to happen next? Opportunity to deliver the cross. He's beaten his man. Plays it back. Oh, a powerful effort. Close. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Brozovic. Decent position. Now this could really lift spirits. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Threat over for now, it seems. Dzeko. Gives it a go. And getting across to stop it. Substitution for Real Madrid. And he's fired over the corner. Just not testing the keeper at all with that cross. Well, a foul, but the advantage with Real Madrid. Oh, fancy footwork. Vinicius. Well, he really read that brilliantly. Brozovic. The ball with Martinez. And an astute piece of defending. Well, that'll be a free kick. So a throw in here. And the electronic board has been held aloft. 3 additional minutes here. They've got it now. What can they do? Good work to win the ball back high up the pitch. Martinez. Oh, he really bruised the crossbar. Missing the target by a tiny margin.
Well, it's a difficult skill to get right, but he almost pulled it off there. He made such good contact with the ball.
So full-time it is, and a morale-boosting 3 points on the board to begin their European campaign. Might be a chance here. It comes down to this. 3 points will guarantee their place in the knockout stages. Stay tuned, it's live on EA TV. Hello and welcome to one of the most recognisable venues in world football, the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray and I'm joined here on the gantry for commentary by Stuart Robson. And we've got Champions League group stage action to look forward to as Real Madrid try to confirm their place in the knockout phase. It's Real Madrid up against Inter.
Well, thanks, Derek. It's quite simple. If Real play at their best today, they will go through to the knockout stages. They've been quite brilliant at times in this group.
Perisic. Firing it towards goal. And saved by the keeper. And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. Toni Kroos starts with Casemiro in the centre of the pitch. And the lead striker today is Karim Benzema. And a look at the Inter team. Samir Handanovic gets the nod in goal. Milan Skriniar plays alongside Stefan de Vrij in central defence. And so many different ways to configure an attack. In this case...
Oh, Derek, what a great opportunity.
Terrific save.
Well, that's a top-class save. He read it so well.
So the corner played into the box. A deft clearance. Well, looking at the table, it might be a celebratory occasion for the home fans because they know their heroes could clinch it. Must take the lead here, and they have. You've got to say, it has been coming.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then what a finish. That's been hit with such power and pace. The keeper has no time to react. It's a brilliant strike.
Well, Inter get the ball rolling again. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not that goal stings them into action. And now Perisic. And the cross into the middle. Defended well. Good visualisation and execution. And still an opportunity. Can he find the net? And a goalkeeper in great form.
And he's just pulled off an absolutely stunning save there. That is brilliant.
Can he deliver it with accuracy? And clearing it away. Well, he was keen to give that one a go. Sadly, lacking a bit of accuracy. Substitution for Real Madrid. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitchside man, Jeff Shreeves.
Real concern for the Reds now, because it looks like he landed with his elbow underneath his body, and that's causing him some serious pain at the moment.
This could level it. Oh, but the keeper with an important save. How important is that?
Well, he should score from there. That's a wasted opportunity. He should beat the keeper from that sort of distance.
And dispossessed. Dzeko. Well, he didn't miss by all that much.
Well, he struck it quite nicely, but the keeper was always in control of the situation. He knew that was going wide.
And a throw-in it's going to be. Dzeko. Just cutting off the supply. Not a foul, but the advantage with Real Madrid. Brozovic. Well, it could be on for him here. Oh, he did superbly well to get back there and thwart him.
Well, those stats show us that Real Madrid haven't had that much of the ball, but their attacking play has been really incisive. It's been a really good display from them so far.
Must be! Well, he's missed the chance, and the keeper didn't have to do very much. And taken away from Azar. Wonderfully weighted pass. Well, not to be. He had moved into an illegal position.
Well, it's great that he wants to run in behind, but he has to get the timing right.
And now that play has stopped, the referee can administer the booking. He has time to play it over. A decisive clearance it was. And you don't want to lose possession there. Vinicius. Will he finish? Well, the keeper performing brilliantly.
Well, that's just incredible. He reacted so quickly there.
He's driven in the corner. Well, the clearance half-hearted. Danger averted for now. Losing possession. Benzema takes it forward now. And they couldn't add to their advantage.
Well, that would have put them in complete control. He should have scored there.
Ivan Perisic. Now Dzeko. Martinez. And in with a real chance. And a goalkeeper in great form.
And he's just pulled off an absolutely stunning save there. That is brilliant.
Now, how about the short corner? Well, a crucial intervention inside the box. And there it is, the half-time whistle, and the main thing is they're currently on. Second half underway, with Real looking to build upon a positive first half showing. Benzema going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. An important interception. Benzema. And a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Brozovic. Well, probably a fair assessment of his first half's work would be a mixed bag.
Well, he hasn't had an effect on the game so far, but he looks like the one player who might be able to turn this around. I'm expecting a lot more from him and his team in the second half.
Giving it a try. Able to get a body in the way. Martinez! Oh, blocked it! Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. And the flag has gone up here. Offside the decision. And intercepting it. Toni Kroos. Delightful pass. Not a foul, but the advantage with Real Madrid. Well, it was one foul too many, and the referee simply had to blow for the free kick. Benzema. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. And into the last 30 minutes now. Well, they might be onto something. Now the task is to remain focused. And a goal, the equaliser. Superb entertainment.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts with the delivery into the box. Just begging someone to get on the end of it. And then just look at the finish, Derek. He reads the flight perfectly and absolutely smashes it beyond the goalkeeper. There's just no stopping that.
Couldn't keep it. Çalhanoğlu. Now Dzeko. Benzema has a go. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping.
Well, this is a big moment, and don't these fans know it?
And over comes the corner. And it's come off the keeper. Well, he stumped it out of there without much fuss. Oh, showing excellent vision. Superb save.
Well, he should score, of course, but that's a brilliant save.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Corner kick played in. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Dzeko. Dzeko, a real opening now. And there it is. But hang on, the flag has gone up and it's not going to count.
Well, it was a close call, but he is just offside. Good finish, mind you.
Casemiro, his pass gobbled up. Brozovic. Martinez. On to Dzeko. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. Karim Benzema. No space for them here. Just the clearance that was needed. Benzema, and he might be through here. And read the danger magnificently.
Well, if he gets this wrong, a penalty and a sending off, but he was spot on with his challenge.
Brozovic. And it's with Dumfries. Level pegging, but can they change that? Possession one. Martinez. Good work to win the ball back high up the pitch. Might be able to set up the chance. Well, he made sure there was absolutely not out of the woods yet. Well, we've entered the final 5 minutes.
Well, that would surely have won the game. The keeper's done brilliantly to keep that out.
Shot attempted, and calling upon the goalkeeper to keep things even.
Well, he's got to be pleased with that. He might just have got his team a draw here.
Substitution for Real Madrid. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, he would love to have that header back. Benzema. Oh, a lovely ball. Hazard. Oh, a goal! And is that going to be the one that wins it for them? There's every chance, and the fans are lapping this up.
Well, let's see this again. The vision to play this through ball is superb, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
And we'll find out a lot about Inter's attitude in the aftermath of that concession. On the attack in the closing phase. And so that is going to be that. The final whistle here, and they're in a pretty comfortable position because... What a mouth-watering prospect this is. Two genuine heavyweights of European football, both with the potential to go all the way. It's difficult to pick a winner here. It's Real Madrid. They take on Borussia Dortmund, and the action is next on EA TV Live. Good evening, everyone. We're at the home of the Schwarz-Gelben, as they're known here in Germany, Borussia Dortmund, and what a venue this is. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. We've got action from the round of 16 in the Champions League to bring you. It is Borussia Dortmund facing Real Madrid.
Well, this is a great tie, Derek. Two excellent teams, a great atmosphere and all to play for. I can't wait for this one.
Here's the starting 11 for Borussia Dortmund. Rafael Guerreiro starts with Thomas Meunier as fullbacks.
Oh, can he score here, Derek?
Oh, wonderful save!
Well, he reacts so quickly there. That's a great save.
Now sending it in. Will struggle to get it away properly. Well, nothing untoward happened. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. Well, it's always a great thrill to watch Erling Haaland in action. He can
Derek, this could be a goal here.
Oh, a vital piece of last-ditch defending. They're making high pressing work for them here. Benzema. Space for Real out wide. Well, courage has to be part of every keeper's makeup.
Well, it's so easy to commit a foul there, but he's got that absolutely right.
Luka Modric. It's still alive. Force. And a significant block following that cross. And there's the delivery. And clearing it away. Into the advanced position goes Modric. That's a routine take. Marco Asensio. Carvajal. Course. Possession given away, unfortunately. Guerreiro. Oh, good-looking run. Brandt. And the flag does go up. Must have been close. Carvajal. Toni Kroos. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Can he put them in front? Magnificent defending. No problems grabbing hold of that one. He's very adept at protecting the ball. Haaland. Moving forward effectively.
Let's see this again, because the delivery into the box couldn't be any better. Played into just the right area, and the finish is both clever and controlled. That needed a lot of skill to beat the keeper from there. It's a good finish.
Well, the action underway. Can Real find a response now? He's found a pocket of space. Cross. Now with Benzema. That's Hummels wins the challenge. Haaland. Breaking at pace. Well, possibilities inside the box. And Real come away with it. Karim Benzema. He's in with a chance. Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper. Delivering it. Well, he had the reading of that delivery, but couldn't find the target. Modric. Asensio. Now with Benzema. This could be the equaliser. But oh, what an important save. How about that?
Well, at least he hit the target, but he should really beat the keeper from there. They should be level now.
Can someone get on the end of this? Well, it has come to nothing. The ball back with Real now. Royce failed to hang on to it. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. Promising looking attack. Marco Asensio waiting to pounce. Benzema. Here's Marco Asensio. Terrific block there. Body in the way again. Well, fantastic reflex action. That's going to be all for the first half here in the room. And they begin the second half in the first leg of this Champions League round of 16 tie. On the offensive. Brandt. Good technique displayed. Haaland. And utterly. Oh, a goal! How about that for degree of difficulty? Simply off the charts.
Well, as you can see, he gets everything right here. What a skillful volley that is.
Second goal for them here. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Well, what can they produce on the flank? Alas, he's made his move too early. Offside. Modric. Carvajal. Benzema waiting. In it goes to alter the arithmetic and give them hope that they can turn this round.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts off with that cross into the box, just begging for a teammate to get on the end of it. And then what a great finish as well. Good connection with the ball, leaving the keeper with little chance. It's a great goal.
So the game continues, and that goal puts a different complexion on the match for Real. Benzema! An absolutely breathtaking spell. We were ready to write them off, but not anymore. All square now.
Well, as you can see, it was a fairly simple finish in the end, but you still have to be in the right place, keep your composure and finish it off, and that's exactly what he did.
So underway again at 2-2. Not to be advised giving the ball away there. Well, possibilities in the centre. He'll be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball. The referee has given the advantage to Real Madrid. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Not to be in terms of the cross there. Goal kick coming up. Can they forge ahead? Well, they would have done had it not been for the keeper.
Well, they should be ahead now. Yes, it was a good save, Derek, but he should score from there. Well, the keeper deserves a lot of credit. That was a fine save, wasn't it?
Very clever read, Casemiro. Benzema seducing with his passing. Oh, there it is! Incredible! How about this for guts and courage? Can they see this out now?
Well, as you can see, the weight of the through ball is key to this goal. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Well, behind they are. What sort of attitude will we see from Borussia Dortmund? Marco Asensio. On to Benzema. Given away by Real Madrid. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Isco. There to take it away. Benzema takes it forward now. How about the cross? Teammate available. Well, flinging himself up the ball. Substitution it is for Dortmund. And there's the delivery. Well, he failed to deliver that time. And Benzema at the hub of this attack. Let's see what he does next. Can he make it count? And the finish is from Eden Hazard. Well, it's one thing knowing what he can do. It's another thing altogether trying to stop him.
Well, let's look at this again. He's done superbly well to pick out a teammate here, and the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. And continues his run, but quick thinking defensively. Brandt. Can he get one back? He can! And who's to say there's not enough time for them to level matters? It would be quite the story.
Well, he puts it away really well, as you can see, but you'd expect him to score from that range, but they all count.
Substitution for Real Madrid. Well, how about this? 4-3. And a throw-in it's going to be. Dahoud. Holland. It's a good-looking ball in behind. Not going to get away with that because it's offside here.
And he shouldn't be offside there. He's gone too early, and that's a waste of a great opportunity.
Difficult to stop him. This could finish it. And in all likelihood, that is game over. So little time left for a response.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And it's a great finish. He holds off the defender, keeps his composure, and finds the back of the net. It's a marvellous goal.
Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. Eden Hazard. Can Hazard cut in to good effect? This might be ideal for the counter. Can they take advantage? Holland. Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out any sign of danger. So the corner played into the box. The final whistle, and Real Madrid hold the advantage going into the return leg.
Well, they were great going forward.
The focus on Marco Reus. 3 goals in 3 games, a nightmare for opposing defenders. This is EA TV. It's very much a temple of football, the Santiago Bernabeu, right here in the Spanish capital, Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And it's the Champions League round of 16's second leg. It's Real Madrid against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, Derek, I have to say, Real played some great football in that first game. If they play with the same urgency today, they should win this one comfortably.
Holland. And the body in the way. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Fernand Mendy starts with Carvajal.
Oh, they're in here, Derek.
Majestic piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he loves the big moments, doesn't he? And he's proved it again there. Great goalkeeping.
And he's fired over the corner. Well, thumped clear. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Karim Benzema, who's played at such a high level in an attacking sense for so long. Stuart, what do you anticipate seeing from him here?
Well, Derek, I thought he was brilliant last time out. Scored a couple of goals, but it was his general play as well that was excellent. Coming short to receive the ball, making runs in behind defenders. He was outstanding, and I'm sure we're going to see more of the same today.
Well, wasted opportunity here. Would have been a decent chance, but offside the verdict. A lot of space afforded Borussia Dortmund. Well, let's see about the cross. Keeper did his job to begin with, and thumped away. Real using width to good effect. Vinicius! And there it is! The opening goal! 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
Plenty of work for the scoreboard operators in this tie. 6-3 on aggregate. And a throw-in it's going to be. Axel Witsel. Brandt with it. Hazard. Brandt! Well, he's missed the chance, and the keeper didn't have to do very much. Witsel. And intercepted it. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? He's got the right idea with that pass. Oh, that is a superb save. Pressing high to win the ball. Royce. Brandt. How can he take them on and beat them? The end product just wasn't there. Given away by Real Madrid. Brandt. And cleared away. A corner kick it'll be. Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, they survived the attack. Witsel. Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
And fed forwards. Well, no stopping him. Textbook defending inside the box. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. All hands on deck. Holland, there it is, a fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity, certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
Well, both sides know how to finish. 6-4 on aggregate here. Benzema. Well read to put an end to that attack. He's enjoying space. Options in the centre. Great pressure to win the ball back. Well, poor control there, and he couldn't keep it in. Goal kick. Modric unable to hang on to the ball. Oh, managing to beat him. A chance for them to provide a test in the form of a corner. Royce taking this one. Well, you can't really head them any better than that. But the goalkeeper was up to the task. Growing pressure here, and another corner. Corner fired in by Royce. That's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper. And that is that. Half-time here in the Spanish capital. So the Champions League round of 16, second leg. The second half is underway. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. Casemiro. Bale. Putting his body on the line. And there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Chance to play it in. Teammate in support. A goal! He's dispatched it! Much to the sheer delight of the fans.
Well, here we can see it again. He's shown outstanding vision to find the perfect cutback, and then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the scoreline. Racing away here, and Bale prepared to fire. Well, the clearance half-hearted. Takes the shot. Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. And Dortmund will go to the bench. Laid over. Clattered away. Can he finish? And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day. It's superb scoring form.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
So back underway at 3-1. Making excellent progress with the ball at his feet. Really good block. Bale. Oh, he's through here. And the keeper throws himself at the ball. Can someone get on the end of this? And a struggle to get it away properly. And in the end, no damage done. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. Real chance. It was an excellent example of how to break at pace.
Well, that's counter-attacking football at its best. They switch on so quickly when they win the ball back. It deserved a goal.
A chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it. Well, he's gone into the referee's notebook.
And he can't be surprised. That was a poor challenge, you have to say.
Erling Haaland. Emre Can now. Meunier. And Royce is in there. Benzema. Opportunity it is. Still possibilities. And thumped away. Haaland. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Haaland. What a shocking pass, really. Vinicius. Well, that looked to be quite dangerous, but just a fraction off. Substitution it is for Dortmund. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Brandt. On to Haaland. Is it going to be? Oh, good work by the keeper. Who can they pick out? Making sure nothing untoward happened. Hazard. Hazard! Terrific save. Corner fired in by Royce. Still alive. Oh, he's given us away inexplicably. Great block by Alaba on the back of that cross. Committed challenge. Well, that is how to run it. Well, the keeper had a lot of ground to cover. Splendid save. Marco Reus with the corner. And the struggle to get it away properly. Courtois with the easy save. And that's an important intervention. He's beaten his man. Emre Can is in there. Hold on! Can they stop it going in? Oh, chance taken! There is opportunism for you, but a disappointed goalkeeper.
Well, the initial save is a good one, as you can see, but unfortunately it dropped straight to an opponent. A bit unlucky, really.
Well, the action underway once more, and no shortage of entertainment. 3-2. Playing with purpose and control. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 3 minutes to be added on. Now can they counter clinically? A chance for him to get in behind, maybe. And the cross sent in by Royce. Tremendous reflexes. Thibaut Courtois. Who's going to get on the end of it? And with that, the referee makes it 100% official. Words we have uttered on countless... What a mouth-watering prospect this is. Two genuine heavyweights of European football, both with the potential to go all the way. It's difficult to pick a winner here. It's Real Madrid. They take on Chelsea, and we're live on EA TV. Good evening to you, and a warm welcome to the part of West London where the Kings Road and Fulham Road meet, Stamford Bridge. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And we've got quarter-final first leg action from Europe's Premier Club competition, the Champions League, just moments away. It's Chelsea facing Real Madrid.
Well, we're now down to the last 8, and they're all very good teams. This game here should be high on quality, full of drama, and a great spectacle. Let's hope I'm right.
And the ball's gone. Here's the lineup for Chelsea. Thiago Silva plays with Antonio Rudiger in central defence. N'Golo Kanté starts alongside Jorginho in the centre of midfield. And operating an attack today is Romelu Lukaku. And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. Luka Modric plays with Casemiro in the centre of the pitch. And beginning the game up front today, Karim Benzema. And the decision is one of offside here. Cross. Here's Marco Asensio. Luka Modric. Here's Kroos. Vinicius Junior. And delivered towards the back post. Well, when it left the boot, I thought it might have a chance of fooling the keeper, but it didn't. N'Golo Kanté. It's with Hakim Ziyech. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. Lukaku might fancy it, you know. Not all that convincing defensively. Went in strongly to win the ball. Lukaku. Priority was to hang on to the ball, which he did. Casemiro. On to Benzema. Christian Pulisic, someone who can dominate a game with his play on the ball. Stuart, what do you expect to see from him today?
Well, Derek, he's certainly going to be the key player today. Last time out, he scored those 2 goals, but it was his general play that was outstanding. Getting on the ball, making things happen, and he got his reward with the brace. And I'm expecting to see exactly the same again today.
Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Asensio. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. Pulisic. Will it lead to the goal that puts them ahead? And not cleared away properly. And a strong tackle.
Well, Chelsea are playing with great energy now, and it's got these fans going. Just listen to them.
Well, the danger is still there. Threat over for now, it seems. Real Madrid couldn't maintain possession. Lukaku. Pulisic now. Ziyech. Jorginho. Well, he's lost the ball. Ziyech! That's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
Chelsea's corner as they try to take the lead here. It's a short one. Happy to take on the shot. Well, just narrowly wide of the post that time. Did well to win the ball back. Lukaku might fancy it, you know. And blocked for now. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been denied. And they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
Ziyech. Oh, a smart stop. Casemiro. Thiago Silva wins it. Jorginho. Lukaku. Benzema. Well, with tackling like that, the onus is on the referee to take action potentially. And following the infringement, a caution.
Yeah, no surprise there. That was always going to be a booking.
An effective challenge. Jorginho. Conte has it. Christensen. Well, it's a constant struggle for them to get out of their own half. And the first 45 minutes have come and gone here at Stamford Bridge. Well, he was one of their better players in the first half, but needed to be better still. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, he struggled to have any real impact on the game. I think if they are to kick on in the second half, it's key that he sees a bit more of the ball. And hopefully with that, he can start...
And so they kick off the second half in this Champions League quarter-final first leg. Lukaku. This looks more than decent. A goal! 1-0! A fully deserved advantage based on what we've seen.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Action underway once more. A wake-up call for the Real players, maybe. Can they find a response now? There's a complete understanding of the game. Luka Modric. Real chance. The keeper diving magnificently to make sure he got there. Over it comes. The clearance wasn't decisive. Well, nothing comes of it. N'Golo Conte. Romelu Lukaku now. Azpilicueta. Teammate available. Tremendous reflexes. Thibaut Courtois. And they're making a change. Let's see about the delivery. Well, they can bring it out now. Vinicius Junior. Modric. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. And a really good diving stop. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, they couldn't take advantage of the chance. Superb block. He's going forward well here. Marcos Alonso. Conte has it. Marcos Alonso. And options in the centre. Not fantastic defending. Let's see if it helps the opposition. Vinicius Junior. Effective challenge. Chances on. And a goal! The keeper couldn't stop it. Real Madrid on terms.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
So underway again, following the goal that made things level. Conte. Kai Havertz. 20 minutes remaining. And a throw-in forthcoming. Unable to keep the ball that time. Marcos Alonso. Deciding to go inside. And a fine stop to turn the ball away. Well, not every keeper would have been that brave.
Well, he read it brilliantly, didn't he? Top stuff from the keeper.
Kai Havertz. And he's made headway. And a goal! In the lead again. Fully deserved.
Just look at this again. The combination play in the top third of the field was so precise, and his movement so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Well, space for them here. Really good challenge. They're trying to get right into his face. Now we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Able to clear the danger. Corner kick though here. Substitution for Real Madrid. And over it comes. And N'Golo Conte, that's what he does. And the pass could do damage. And they need to get tighter here. Benzema! Late drama here. Level once more. Incredible scenes.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
Level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride.
Substitution for the visitors. Coming off the pitch.
Progress made by Chelsea, and at this late stage, a goal could be decisive. Well, no pressure on the keeper. Poor cross. Not a foul, but the advantage with Real Madrid. And there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. Teammate in support. Can he put them in front? Well, the challenge was clean, but the danger not cleared. And using his body to good effect. Gareth Bale. Opportunity for victory, perhaps. Really good diving stop to make sure the threat came to nothing. Well, the referee deciding to let the play flow, but now it will be a booking, Stuart.
Well, as soon as the ball went dead, he was always going to book him, and he's absolutely right to do so.
Over it comes. Well, threat over for now. And that whistle means an end to the action, at least for today. Well, I'm not sure about you, Stuart. I certainly enjoyed the contest. And in the end... One man, the focus of attention. Top scorer in the Champions League. Can he add to his total tonight? We'll find out soon, as we're just minutes away from kickoff. It's live. A really exciting night ahead of us here at the Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And we're getting ready for a quarter-final second leg match in the Champions League. It's Real Madrid taking... And he's made headway! And still danger here. And he clears it out of harm's way.
Well, what a brilliant save that was. I can't believe he's kept that one out.
Offside, close one. And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. Luka Modric plays. Oh, big chance! And tremendous goalkeeping.
Well, he just made it so difficult for the striker. His presence alone just caused him a problem.
Karim Benzema, who's played at such a high level in an attacking sense for so long. Stuart, what do you anticipate seeing from him here?
Well, Derek, I expect him to score again today because he's got 4 goals in the last 3 games. He's looked outstanding when he's been running in behind. And I expect him to cause this defence all sorts of problems today.
And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
Mendy. Good visualisation and execution. Well, not to be. He had moved into an illegal position.
Well, it's great that he wants to run in behind, but he has to get the timing right.
Azpilicueta. N'Golo Kanté. Attacking possibilities for Chelsea. Shown inside. Save, but still a chance.
Well, the keeper deserves a lot of credit. That was a fine save, wasn't it?
And fine work from Chelsea to win the ball back. Oh, a lovely ball. Luka Modric. Couldn't grab hold of it. Well, they can keep possession of it now. Cross. He's in here. Great reflex action.
Well, that should have been a goal. Mind you, it's a brilliant save.
Playing it in. And mopping up defensively. Casemiro. Mendy has it. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. Chance to attack using width. And you don't want to lose possession there. But the keeper takes command of the situation. He's driven in the corner. Danger averted for now, but it'll be another corner. Can he deliver it with accuracy? And he's gone and scored here. Romelu Lukaku. It's the first goal of this match.
Well, here's the replay. It's certainly a well-delivered ball into the area, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
Well, plenty of goals if you look at the aggregate. 3-2 here. Vinicius Junior. Karim Benzema. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Did well to win the ball back. Cross. Nicely timed tackle. Asensio. Well, the attack just lost its momentum, and the keeper will collect. The referee has given the advantage to Real Madrid. Well, the advantage wasn't helping them, and so now they get the free kick. Well, some referees might have reached for the yellow card, but not this one.
Yeah, another foul, and he will get a yellow card, that's for sure.
Well, a crucial intervention inside the box. Ziyech. Alaba comes up with it. Is this the moment? Oh, crucial tackle. Brilliant. Casemiro. A very timely interception. Asensio. Defensive efficiency personified. It has to be. And a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. Corner given to Real Madrid. Now sending it in. Oh, majestic finish! He's going to be rightly proud of that moment. Magnificent!
Well, here it is again, and all you can do is admire the skill. That's a really clever goal, you have to say.
Goals are plenty in the tie as a whole. 3-3. How can he take them on and beat them? And that is that. Half-time here in the Spanish capital. Great reflex action.
Well, that should have been a goal. Mind you, it's a brilliant save.
Can he deliver it with accuracy? And he's gone and scores here. Romelu Lukaku. It's the first goal of this match. Defensive efficiency personified. It has to be. And a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. Corner given to Real Madrid. Now sending it in. Second and decisive leg of this Champions League quarter-final, and the second half begins. Room to roam for Chelsea on the wing. Lukaku waiting. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Lukaku. It's with Hakim Ziyech. Conte. Pass after pass, keeping their opponents moving. And keeping it out. Keen to take it short here. Over the byline, hence a goal kick. Modric. Vinicius, just straying offside. He could pick out a teammate. Well, it was never really going to be of concern to the keeper, that one. Substitution for Real Madrid. Karim Benzema. Possession changes hands, the interception there. Azpilicueta. N'Golo Conte. They've given it away. Asensio. "30 minutes left for play. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Just failing to hit the target with his pass. And it'll be a throw-in. Benzema. Potential danger here. Space and time for the cross. And the danger's still on. Vinicius Junior. And a shot from some way out. Well, and the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save.
Well, they haven't had too much to cheer about for a while now, but a goal would be a huge bonus here.
And he's fired over the corner. Luka Modric. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Might be a chance here. Oh, marvellous goalkeeping.
Well, it's a top-class save from a top-class goalkeeper. That's absolutely brilliant.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Well, opting for the short corner. Goalkeeper's ball, the cross delivered too close to him. And they need to get tighter. Crossing possibilities. And intercepting it. And Chelsea looking dangerous. But I think just lost his focus for a second. And a throw-in conceded. Benzema. Federico Valverde. Karim Benzema. Pass could be troublesome. And he did so well to move across and deal with the danger. Playing it in. No-nonsense clearance. Can he convert? Oh, commanding goalkeeping. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Could play it in. Casemiro. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. Well, they'd be disappointed if he didn't take that one cleanly. Azpilicueta. And Chelsea still knocking on the door in the closing minutes. Can they find a winner? Oh, a perfectly timed pass. And this time it's in! Fabulous goal! And just look at the celebrations.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
Well, 7 goals on aggregate, 4-3 is how it stands. 5 minutes left. Well, what can they do to stop him running up? And he's in. Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out any sign of danger. Eden Hazard. And decent acreage for Real Madrid to run into. Could be. Well, body in the way. The keeper was never likely to be in trouble then. Jorginho. Pulisic now. The referee's whistle, full time it is, and Real Madrid are the side who move on.
Well, I thought they fully deserved their win because over the two legs, they were more fluent with their passing, had a more structured game plan, and created the better opportunities.
Defensive, efficient. This is when it really gets tense. Only 4 teams remain in the biggest club competition in the world, and we're not far away from kickoff in the first leg. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live from the Bernabeu here on EA TV. And the floodlights are shining down on the players here in the Spanish capital of Madrid. We're at the Bernabeu. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary. And my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And tonight we've got the semi-final of the Champions League coming up for you. It's Real Madrid up against Inter.
Well, Derek, it could be cagey and it could be tight, but we've got some of the best players on view here, and they'll want to show just how good they really are. I can't wait for this tie to start.
And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Ferland Mendy plays with Carvajal in the fullback positions. And operating through the middle in attack today, Karim Benzema. The referee has given the advantage to Real Madrid. Clattered away. Inter's lineup is as follows. Samir Handanovic begins between the posts. Milan Skriniar plays alongside Stefan de Vrij in central defence. And Edin Dzeko starts alongside Lautaro Martinez. Poor pass under no real pressure. Martinez. Clean challenge. Martinez. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. And played short. Pulls it back. De Vrij. Martinez. Çalhanoğlu. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been denied. And they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
Ivan Perisic. And clears the danger. And the short option preferred. A cross lacking guile and accuracy. Benzema. Crisp tackling. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. Well, couldn't keep it in. Vinicius Junior. Well, that pass easy on the eye. And the keeper showing tremendous command. Let's see about the delivery. Course. Well able to close down the shot. Asensio. Well, timed his challenge magnificently. Dumfries. Looking for that final pass, looking for the goal that would put them ahead, and never quite had the header on the target. Pressing high to win the ball. Can he finish? Well, credit to him for trying it. Didn't miss by much. Room to roam for the Merengues here. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. Çalhanoğlu. On the ball, Bastoni. Given away by Inter. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Can he do it to take the lead? And still danger here. Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say.
Well, I still can't believe that didn't go in, Derek. What an incredible save.
Barella. And very deftly cut out. Martinez. Perisic with the ball. Well, it wasn't a productive cross. Benzema. The Merengues have lost the ball. De Vrij. On the ball, Bastoni. Not a huge chunk of added time. 1 minute. He's given it straight to the opposition. It is a decent-looking attack here. And how about that for a save?
Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
Trying to deliver it accurately. And a no-nonsense clearance. And the first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. Second half of this Champions League semi-final first leg underway. Barella. Brozovic. Still pushing for that goal that would see them forge ahead. But then the commentator's curse comes into play. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Brozovic. Now Dzeko. Dzeko. Martinez. Very comfortable when in possession. Breaking at pace. All in all, a broken counter-attack. Oh, showing excellent vision. It could have been awkward for the goalkeeper. Well, they fancy a short one. Perfectly positioned to take it away. And he's through here. Oh, his eyes lit up, thinking it was about to be the opener.
Well, just a lack of composure. He should score there.
Being pressed hard. Dzeko. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? Toni Kroos. And it wasn't a great pass, was it? Oh, magnificent reaction. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Over it comes. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. Wonderful challenge and a throw-in coming up. Mendy. Oh, just mistimed his run and the flag going up. Vidal. Good-looking sequence. Dzeko. Vidal. Now moving the ball impressively here. Dzeko. Martinez. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Marco Asensio comprehensively outfoxed by his opponent. Excellent ball over the top. Vital intervention. Well, an opportunity here for them to get their noses in front from the corner. Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Favouring the short one. Barella. And this might not be the ideal situation for them. And far from the ideal cross. Keeper's ball all the way. Karim Benzema. Here is Marco Asensio. And return to Marco Asensio. Body on the line. Real did well to regain control of the ball. They're certainly allowing their opponents to come onto them. An incisive pass. Can he put them in front? He's foiled them on his own. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Must take the lead here. And there it is! The first goal in the semi-final. A huge moment. Extraordinary scenes.
Well, here it is again, and the keeper's lost his concentration here. He's totally in the wrong position. He'll be disappointed with that.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? An awful lot of green space to run into. Casemiro. At times you think he has a sixth sense, Arturo Vidal. De Vrij. Brozovic. Now with Handanovic. Luka Modric. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. They've got to be really mindful of the time situation, attacking though they might be. And no way through. Modric! And diving to thwart him. Well, a corner it is, and they know they've got to be opportunistic at this stage of the game. And over it comes. Well, they had a decent reading of that ball in. Might be a chance here. The final whistle then, the second leg to come, but Inter with the lead after this first match.
Well, they'll be pleased with that victory.
Oh, that pass easy on the eye. A huge night at a great stadium. We're here at the San Siro. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary box, providing expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we're ready to bring you the second leg of this UEFA Champions League semi-final. It's Inter facing Real Madrid.
Well, it's all to play for here, Derek. This is going to be a really fascinating second leg. But I've just got a feeling Inter will play well tonight and make the most of their slender lead.
The Inter starting lineup. Samir Handanovic begins in goal. Milan Skriniar plays alongside Stefan de Vrij in central defence. And so many different ways to configure an attack. In this case, it'll be two men up front.
Oh, big chance here, Derek.
Oh, there it is! The mistake punished to the maximum. And the goalkeeper left distraught. Huge error.
Well, I can't believe what we're going to see here. This is a terrible goal to give away. He has to do better than that.
To check on the aggregate score, it is 2-0. Benzema, and Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Oh, a nearly moment, but not quite good enough.
Well, you certainly can't fault them for effort. They keep applying the pressure, and if they can just nick one, they're right back in this.
Brozovic. Benzema, and he might be through here. It's in the net thanks to Karim Benzema.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a really good bit of play. Watch how he turns his marker and then has the composure to finish. That's a top-class goal.
2-1 is the aggregate lead. Vinicius Junior. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? Really good challenge. Vinicius, using his body to good effect. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. And winning it back. Well, ruled to have taken up an illegal position, only just. And Inter have it once again. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Must score. Save, but still a chance. Well, he stumped it out of there without much fuss. Well, it might still work out for them. In it goes! At the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry.
Well, as you can see, the first save is a good one, but they can't react quickly enough to the second ball. The keeper's a bit unlucky, really.
On aggregate, it's 3-1. A chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it. Well, he's gone into the book.
Well, he was late and he deserved a booking for that.
Benzema. Vinicius Junior. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Dumfries. Crisp tackling. Oh, breezing past him. Speculative ball fired to the near post. Superb stop. Went in strongly to win the ball. Tremendous reflexes. Thibaut Courtois. And short it is. Çalhanoğlu has someone to play it to. And hunting for his second goal tonight, however.
Well, you're absolutely right. He's been on great form today. That was another good effort.
Delivered into the area here. And just narrowly wide.
Well, it's a good effort from that range, but I think the keeper had it covered.
A really intense pressure applied. Perisic. Dzeko, chance. Touched onto the woodwork. Short corner taken. Cutting in. What can he do from this position? Well, a top-notch piece of... Can he put it in? This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. He's going forward with authority here, Benzema. That's great goalkeeping.
Well, what a save that is. He was so alert there.
And now the delivery. Not the best clearance. Well, last line of defence, literally. On the offensive. Modric! Very high degree of difficulty there. Samir Handanovic. Alessandro Bastoni. Committed challenge. We are going to have 2 additional minutes. Getting in there to intercept. Dzeko. That is that for the first half here. And they're underway in the second half of this Champions League semi-final second leg. Martinez. Martinez. Good looking cross. That's a great stop.
Well, his reflexes are so good there. That's a fantastic stop.
And there's the delivery. No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper. So a throw in here. Dzeko. Skriniar. The ball with Martinez. Now Dzeko. Oh, he's really opened them up here. Could it be? A goal! He's dispatched it, much to the sheer delight of the fans.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through. Good vision to set up the chance. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Just to confirm the aggregate situation, 4-1 is the score. Benzema. He's got the right idea with that pass. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. Under pressure. Doesn't seem to be bothering him. Casemiro acquitting himself. And he might be through here. Can they cover up? Oh, great defending.
Well, what a brilliant save that was. I can't believe he's kept that one out.
Vecino. Can he play it in? Martinez. But he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. A real opening now. Oh, cleared off the line. Alert defending. And slipped through by Karim Benzema. Offside it is, but he needed sharp eyes to make that decision.
Well, it's fine margins, isn't it? But in the end, he just went too early.
And time for the change now. Vidal. The ball with Martinez. Delightful pass. And routine for the keeper in the end. The cross far too close to him. Vecino. Intelligent threaded pass here. Disappointing cross and gobbled up by the keeper. And breaking at pace with menace. They need to get bodies back. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps.
Well, that was a top save. I can't believe that didn't go in.
And plenty of room in the wide area. And a decent delivery. Well, at one point on its flight, I wondered if the keeper would have difficulties, but no problems in the end. And taken away. Vidal. Well, that's a super ball over the top. Vecino. Oh, that's magnificent goalkeeping. But now we see that the offside flag has gone up. Getting in there to intercept. Dzeko. Vecino. And Dzeko's in there. Another goal! And surely there's no way they can throw this away. Absolutely dominant.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a simple finish in the end. But where was the defending? That's just not good enough.
So 5-1, the aggregate advantage. Well, a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow. A chance to whip it in. Defending by example. Right place, right time. Bale. He really is a true force of nature.
Well, here it is again, and there's the touch on the shot. But it's just not enough, is it? He'll be so frustrated that he didn't keep that out.
Substitution for Real Madrid. The aggregate lead they have stands at 5-2. Alexis Sanchez. Vecino. Now Dzeko. And return to Vecino. Can he put it away? Well, not great on the accuracy front. Goal kick here. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Well, I must say it did look so promising, but the flag is raised. Offside the verdict, Stuart.
Well, he's just too eager there. It's the right run, but he's made it too early.
Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. He's in with a chance. And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day in superb scoring form.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Festival of attacking football. 5-3 on aggregate. Chances on. And still danger here. And good pressure high up the pitch. And that's sound goalkeeping. And deciding to go short with this one. Final in more ways than one. Inter are going to the final.
Well, what a good performance that's been over the two legs. They've really controlled the tie, and if they play like that in the final, they've got every chance of lifting the trophy.
Well, a really superb driven performance by Edin Dzeko here, Stuart.
Well, that was a great performance. His understanding of how to find space was brilliant today, and of course he scored two really good goals.